Good morning. Mr. Hendrix has not joined yet. I've got my ribeye waiting. In the meantime, the pan over there, y'all can see it right there, has some bacon in it. Because I'm gonna pan fry in some bacon grease. Can't wait. It's been 81 hours. 81 hours. That's a long one. I don't know that I have ever done one that long. And Mr. Hendrix just texted me. Says his alarm just went off. Let's see how sleepy he looks because he already has the invite to this Zoom, but he hasn't gotten it yet. I hope y'all can hear that pan sizzling. I'll give you an idea how much that meat that is on the back. It's 1.1 pounds. Serving size. Okay, every 4 ounces. All right, so 16 ounces in a pound. That's 1/10 of a pound. 1.6 pounds or ounces. So give yourself like multiply by like 4.05 or something, right? 360 calories. Total protein, 18 grams. Because those are the only two things I care about. Let's see. 360. Oh, calculator here. 360 times 4.05, approximately the amount it's in there. That is 1,458 calories. Basically, that is like 4/5, 80% of the total caloric intake that I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for 1,800. Let's see, protein. 18 times, what did I say, 4.05? Yep, equals 72.9 grams of protein. That's, I need to get to about 180 grams a day to sustain lean muscle mass. So as soon as Mr. Hendrix gets on here, he got a big old steak. I'm gonna show you guys. There he is. Look at him. He's joining us in progress. Come on, John. Come on, you can do it.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh,
It's just dark. I hope that's because the lights are out. Not it is because the lights are out.
what up?
You see, we're all quiet too because we both have people in the house.
Yeah,
It'd be a whispering conversation.
yeah. Look at that.
Nom nom. I was just showing everybody what I got going on. Yeah.
Boy,
I got bacon frying already, so it smells amazing.
you do?
Because I put bacon in the pan for the grease, right?
Okay.
So anyway,
That's the way to do it. Oh, it's so how cold is it there?
it's not bad.
No?
Yesterday was a little cold, but I haven't gone outside yet. So, but 40s.
Let's see. It's 44 here.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Really? That's interesting.
A little more bacon and the steak.
smartest way to do this, so I don't have to wash as many dishes.
Hmm.
So, how you feeling?
I'm I'm starving.
Are you?
It was like keeping me up last night.
Whoa, that's not good.
I was having a hard time going to sleep last, not the first night or the second night, but yesterday, or yesterday night and last night.
It's like struggle bus a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it was just, you know, you can get through it. But yeah, I was tired. I couldn't just go to sleep when I got to bed. So I had to lay there.
30.
Huh?
Look, I said you're 30. Look, that kill clip thing I was telling you about.
Oh, crap.
You're 30.
Bacon 30. What do you got there? I'm sorry. Show that to me again.
That Joe Rogan
Oh, Ignite. Okay.
kill cliff
Feel
thing.
good. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's good.
And I got the coffee pot warming up.
I think today is just going to be everybody watching us eat.
Say what?
Today's just going to be everybody watching us eat.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think they call that a mukbang.
It's a name for
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I won't.
I don't know. Apparently, it was a thing um, on YouTube where people would make food and then they would record themselves just having dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would watch it. And I guess like eat with the person.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was like a weird way of not having dinner by yourself,
Okay, I can see that.
I guess. Like a bit more light. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Here we go.
People are weird.
Yeah,
That's right, because you deal with all the kind of weirdos, don't you?
I deal with a lot of them,
A lot of weirdos, maybe not all of them.
but a good portion of them. Hell, I post some of those things on Facebook, man.
You should do it. You should do like a little.
I do. You should read them.
I do read them. I read them. They're hilarious. They're hilarious, and well, sometimes they're hilarious, and sometimes
It's
they're
not
just like
sad.
sad hilarious. Yeah, you're just
It's
like
not sad like boo-hoo sad, but just
yeah, just like people exist like this. But
I got a friend of mine. She had to I guess her and this dude were dating for like 2 years. And apparently it started getting physically violent.
Mhm.
What? Uh-oh, safe is stuck. Apparently it started to get pretty violent and stuff. Um, She had him arrested very recently. He like broke into her house and shit.
Yeah.
It got pretty bad. When I was talking to her yesterday about it, I find people just absolutely fascinating.
Right.
The stuff that they do. And she was like, I hate people. I'm like, yeah, yeah, like, I get that too. But it was like the stuff that people do just blows my mind. Oh shit, this is good. And like, I'm not a huge fan of people. Like people suck. It's just. But as a species, we're super fascinating creatures. And like
That's
why we do the things that we do and how we justify them.
Saleh.
Is what I find kind of fascinating. It just kind of.
You see that thing on that's going around social media where the dude gets sentenced and he jumps at the judge?
So that's apparently very recent.
Yeah, like this week, kind of recent.
Yeah, it was some like Vegas. He did something in Vegas. I'm not 100% sure the whole, the whole story. Um, but yeah, it looks wild though.
Took him a minute to get him off there.
Yeah,
He was hanging on. He was real.
and I can only imagine what we didn't see.
You hear that?
What?
You hear the pan?
I hear my pan.
Mine's going nuts right now.
That Maillard reaction.
What's that?
They call the browning like the searing like a Maillard reaction.
Mylar reaction. I actually prefer to be on a grill. I don't like a pan, but it
I'm not
works.
gonna lie. I thought about if I had gotten up soon enough, like at 5:30, I was gonna fire up like my propane grill out in the garage. I
Ah,
thought I was thinking about it last night. I was like, that'd be kind of cool.
maybe maybe we're at the track like later on
Yeah.
this year. We'll just have a grill sitting there in the background.
So do you sleep at the track normally?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't.
I have gone to a hotel, which is nice. But I don't like getting up and rushing over to the pits. But hey, that's the life. Like if you're gonna live that life, then you got to accept something. So you can have comfort.
Yeah, I mean, I've always like got hotel rooms.
Now, at tracks I know, I don't mind doing the sleeping there thing, but like this year I want to go up and race at was it Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll probably get a hotel there because of how I've driven the day before and stuff like that. It'll be this big old trip. So I'll just get a hotel and do it that way.
Mine's about done there, Chief.
Man, yeah, coffee.
What? Falling apart. Holy.
Falling apart.
Yeah.
That's glued together.
It almost like the cap was separated from the. Falling apart.
Might be.
So what do you normally put on your steak, like to season it?
So I have salt. You always salt, right? And I kind of have been getting into like garlic, garlic powder and cumin powder, like salt, garlic powder, cumin powder. That- yeah. Now today, I didn't put any of that on. I just put salt, and I suspect it'll be just fine because I won't, care. So, but yeah, that with whatever 6 slices of bacon and my coffee, that's enough. I was just doing the numbers before you came on. I was just messing around, recording myself. And this one steak, it's a 1.1 pound steak, right? And how much is yours? How big is yours?
About 2 pounds or about a pound.
Yeah.
Holy.
So a ribeye, 1.1 pounds. Doing the numbers that Aldi has on the back of theirs, it's like 1,500 calories. 1,458 was the exact number. And then,
So good though.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
So good.
And protein was in the 70s, like 73 grams of protein.
Which is a lot for like a meal.
Right, right. So,
And this might be the only thing you eat all day.
well, sometimes it is, honestly, when I was like really getting down, because like, okay, so this morning, we'll talk about weight for a second. This morning I weighed myself because I got my scale.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't weigh myself at the start of this. I wish I had. The dumb thing was broken, so I had to go get another one. So I only got like 2 days worth of data out of 4 days. Anyway, I was 281 when I got the scale. Like I put it together and stuck it in there, right, and then went weighed myself just to get a number. And the next day I was 277, which was yesterday morning. So this morning I'm 275.1 or something. The point doesn't matter. 275. So 275 on the scale, which is like, okay, it's higher. Like my suit measures out for me when I'm about 255.
Okay.
All right. Um, when I was my lightest, what was I racing? I was racing the 600 and I was 225. It had to be 2021. Mid year 2021, like cycle jam kind of
Okay.
time frame. So end of May. So that was my recent low. So I'm trying to get back there.
Send you some of this stuff, man. My buddy makes this stuff. It's this meat tweaker,
Mm-hmm.
like a rub. A buddy of mine makes it, and oh, it's so good. I put it on everything.
I like something you can put on everything. A
Yeah,
spice
it's like
on everything.
eggs, bacon,
Oh,
steak, chicken, whatever. Is their steak done?
getting there. Probably another, no, 5 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, whenever you fast, man, numbers just wrong. Amazing at how fast they go.
Oh yeah.
scary part is how fast it can come back on.
I know.
So it's like a really good reset for your body, but then you really got to pay attention to like what you do moving forward. I've done a lot of fasts where you just drink water, like that's it. And it's a little difficult. You can get some caffeine headaches if you're used to drinking caffeine. And they say whenever you come off of those, you should come off of them eating or consuming like a bone broth of some sort.
So so slowly come off of
Yeah,
it.
because your body's not. This is like 3, 4, 5 day fast and stuff like that. Just slowly start introducing stuff back into your system because you've gone 4 days without.
It's a long, long time. I was watching the Ultimate Human podcast. There's a guy, you've seen him. I don't remember his name, but he was talking about like what happens as you progress in a fast, what happens at each stage, kind of thing.
Yeah,
And it was really interesting because obviously, like the first 24 hours for guys like us, we're so big that we're just burning up whatever's in our system still, quickly just jumping into fat reserve. It's not even doesn't even phase us, right? Whereas some people 24 hours are like, oh my gosh, and
they feel like they're dying.
if they're already having a hard time, yeah. So I didn't have start having a hard time until like day 2, so like 36 hours in, something like that. And it was the worst, um, not last night, but the night before, so 48 hours or so. And I think that was because I've never gone that long. I'm trying to remember. I have done it. It's been a long time. 80 hours, I think, is the longest. So this is the longest I've ever done. And then the stuff that happens in your body, the autophagy, which is where, if people don't know what autophagy is, essentially where your body starts using up dying or dead cells as fuel.
Damage, yeah, it's
Yeah,
damaged
damage.
blood cells,
Yeah.
which is where I think that's the part where you lower your risk for cancer by like 70%.
Yeah.
It's because all those damaged blood cells is where all the cancer problems could lie.
Yep. Yep. And then, because our, let's face it, our lifestyles haven't been so great, right? So there's been a lot of like carb and sugar type intake.
Well,
I say sugar, what I mean
people in
is stuff
general, like people this day and age, the American diet is completely garbage.
Yeah, and what they recommend for the American diet, I think it's the American Heart Association, and what they recommend for the American diet, the amount of servings of like pastas and breads and stuff like that. So when I say sugars, I don't mean literal granular sugar.
Right, like candy bars and stuff.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
bread.
talking the kind of bready stuff, and I don't mean fruits. I think they're different, but I mean the kind of like processed bready stuff, because that turns into glucose and glycogen. Glucose going into your muscles, glycogen going to your liver, and they're stored as a form of sugar that goes into your bloodstream when you are exerting yourself or when you're fasting, and you need it. So that's one of the big things about fasting is that it depletes that and it brings your insulin sensitivity up. You want to be sensitive to insulin,
Mm-hmm.
but because we've had such a high and such a high level of blood sugar and insulin's been counteracting that the whole time, our insulin sensitivity is low. So
Yeah.
fat resets that, or is a way to reset that. Also, carnivore diet resets that because you're not eating any kind of
Mm-hmm.
sugar, which is what we're doing here. We're leading into
Also, keto.
yeah,
Keto that too.
yes. So the ketosis thing happens, your body starts burning fat for fuel, which is what you want it to do. So now, I was talking to some guys yesterday at work, and I just told them, I was like, hey, I'm on like, 67 hours of some fast.
Not eating anything.
Yeah, and they're like, what do you, and I was telling them anyway. So, But yeah, because I was like, yeah, so we're leading into carnivore month. I've talked about that before with them, and there a few of them have done it and got good results off of it. But like everybody, we all kind of go back to what we were doing. So now,
Right.
like you said, okay, we got to wean into this, and then after carnivore month, so January 31st, it's the
Then
last
you
day.
can, well, then you can decide what you want to do.
Yeah, so it's going to be kind of you got to change into that. So I know that when I was doing keto slash carnivore a couple of years ago, I could not do workouts and exert myself at a high level
Mhm.
more than 20 minutes because when your body
Yeah.
is in ketosis, it's taking proteins and making what it needs for glucose because your brain needs
Mhm.
glucose. It
Yeah,
runs
yeah.
glucose. So your body only makes what your brain needs, and then a little bit extra, right, goes in your muscles, but it's not much. So you're sitting there literally depleting yourself at every workout. So what I'm saying is during this month, any workout that you're doing or I'm doing, we can't try to like peak too much.
Right.
If
You
you do,
just gotta
it's
kind of
got to
just
be short.
do. Yeah.
You're gonna get dry, you're gonna get wasted in a bad way. So
In a bad way.
yeah, I told you I was gonna do like 3,500 calories of zone two during all this.
Yeah. No.
Didn't happen.
No. Not even kind of.
I thought about doing a cardio session. I went, no.
Yeah. Even thinking about it, you're just like, hmm, it's exhausting.
You'd hurt yourself, I think.
So how do you cook your steak?
So
Like what? Like medium rare, rare.
I don't like anything beyond medium, right? Well
Okay.
done. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like well done.
yeah. Yeah. So like, look at that.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good here. You got a nice pink and
Yeah.
gold. So
Yeah. It's great. It's
I
about
wish
135.
I wish that I had a gas stove because I could be more precise in what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, I don't have a gas stove.
I know it's fine. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
use gas because what was it? My parents. I grew up. My parents had a gas stove, and my wife had
Okay.
a gas stove in her house, and we stayed there. You can get so precise with the steak.
Well, I use a thermometer.
Okay, I
I
don't.
pulled out I pulled out a thermometer and just started poking at it.
Hmm. Maybe I need to start playing that game.
Yeah. 135 gets you a nice
Okay. So I've been a lot of
medium
times.
rare.
Well, a lot of times when I'm doing the steak, I'll be in a hurry, so I'll throw it
Yeah.
on get that high, and then flip it.
And
3 minutes later, I'm trying to eat it, and it's like it just came out of the wrapper in the middle.
yeah.
It's
Yeah. So if you want to play that game, you would have one pan on like high and then put another pan on like medium. Yeah. And then you would get that high sear on the high pan, take it off, and then cook it in the other pan that's on like a lower temperature.
that that might be how I started playing with
Yeah.
just back screen.
I just use butter.
Oh,
Just do it that way.
yeah. Ugh. So is this normal time for you getting up?
Sometimes I just kind of get it whenever.
Oh my gosh.
Mm, so good.
Let me try to find a good middle section and see what it looks like. I don't see that very well.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so good. It's still steaming.
Yeah. Yeah. So I told the I went and picked this up yesterday. And I told the guy, I said, I'm coming off an 84-hour fast. He goes, all right. Or he was like, there you go.
Psychopath.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Uh, so today, like I didn't work out this whole time. So
That's rough.
today is all I gotta go down and do my leg workout, my lower body workout. I'll send that to you, by the way. You can give it a shot if you got the space and all that stuff. And I gotta go crush it. I gotta go like to failure on some stuff.
Do that.
Hmm?
I don't know if I would do that.
I know why you're saying that, and I understand the reasoning.
It might be a little rough doing that.
I know it's gonna be rough, but I got to. I gotta just do it. Yep. I gotta see what my limitations are.
It's pretty high because you just went 3.5 days without food.
Yeah. Well,
Now, just imagine living, in the 1100s,
yes.
but we had to like hunt for everything.
Well, even just semi-modern, right? 1500s, right? By the time the printing press came around, people still would get up and go do kind of all the work in the morning and wouldn't eat until mid-morning
Yeah.
if they ate that day, you know?
So at 135, this fat just like turns into butter in your mouth.
Butter's not healthy for you.
I don't care.
Who cares?
Butter is butter's okay.
Mm,
So if you get like unsalted butter, it's not bad. No, not bad.
nah.
I mean, it still came from a cow,
Yeah, basically.
and it's a healthy source of fats and stuff.
Mm,
And if you look at how our ancestors ate, and by ancestors, I even mean our grandparents
right? Yeah.
or great grandparents. If you compared it to now, I'm like they ate like garbage, but they were this big.
I know. You look at the photos, or I like the ones where they do like a New York Times Square, like 1910.
Mm-hmm.
I just see you see so many people in one kind of go, right? In 30 seconds, you're looking at several hundred people, a good, I would say, sampling of population, and all of them are, small
Small.
people. And you look at that and you go, up until about the 1970s, that was still kind of the case. There weren't,
Rogan even said if you look at beach photos from the 70s and
yeah,
now,
yeah, it's insane. 50 years ago,
but yeah, that diet back then was just horrible. You know,
well, I wouldn't even go as far as to say what was in the food, like what it was
could
made
be,
of.
that could be.
But yeah, I think they ate better.
But you've met my dad, right?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, he's tall, but he's like $160.
yeah,
They grew up eating bacon and eggs. Like, it's what they had.
right. I mean, when I was losing all that weight, that was what I ate in the morning. Four slices of bacon,
You
or
could eat steaks, bacon, eggs, any actual animal protein with
that,
some fat, and fat will just melt off. So you need to consume fat and then that fat helps burn off other fat,
right,
which isn't taught anymore. Now it's, the food pyramid.
right. And they're like, you need to eat more to increase your metabolic rate, which is
Mm-mm.
backwards. Because when you eat, it raises insulin. Insulin is a hormone that signals storage. That's what it does. So you're literally telling your body times three to store what you're eating.
Maybe. Like I can see how you can go from if you don't eat a lot. So this steak, for example, this is all we ate.
Yeah.
And the body would store this because it doesn't know when it's going to get its next meal.
Right.
So I could see that. So if you eat a bunch of little meals, your body's more prone, I guess. The idea behind it is that your body's more prone to burn off what it has because it knows another meal's coming in 4 hours.
Yeah. Now I understand that logic.
I
Um,
personally can't eat that much.
no, but you combine that with the standard American diet, the food pyramid, like those two together, that creates a problem
Hmm.
because what you're giving yourself continually spikes your insulin, like pastas and breads and stuff like that, the 6 to 11 servings a day. So what your body gonna do? It's gonna store that crap.
It's
It can't.
just
It can't do anything but with it.
it's just a lot. It's a lot of food. I tried it, I think, for 2 days years ago. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't eat this much.
Speaking of not eating as much, I'm literally looking at this and going like, I don't know if I can finish. I mean, I haven't eaten that much. I had a little bit of kind of milk with some coffee and then 6 slices of bacon, and bacon's, tiny. I'm gonna finish this, but like it's a lot of food now. Before I crush this.
I finished mine. My was delicious.
Yeah. No, it's delicious. I'm not eating it, but I'm getting which is
You're
good.
hitting that.
You
You're
want the
hitting that.
full feeling. The full
Right.
feeling comes from the hormone leptin, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but when you've eaten so much for so long, you get rid of that response.
Hmm.
I was a couple one of these last weeks. I was eating, and I didn't get that response, right? So I'm just eating until I get that full feeling. Well, the problem is when you get that full feeling, you're not just full, you're completely jammed, and you can't take another bite because it's now coming up your esophagus. That's how full you are.
That's what I was telling you that one time was that when I eat carbs, I don't get that reaction until it's too late, until you're about to throw up.
Right.
Steak, you're like, okay, like we're good here.
Now, you're getting satiated.
Hmm.
Mm, I'm not finished this.
I also
Yeah.
bought some jalapeno cheddar sausages. Well, I was at the meat market.
I would get some. That
Yeah,
sounds
why
good.
not?
So
Why not?
we had about 1,500 calories right here. I don't think I'm going to eat anything else the rest of the day.
Yeah, I might fix me a coffee, and that's about it.
Now, before I go to bed, I might have a few slices of cheese just to keep the night cravings away.
You might not need it.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you might not need it.
Yeah, if I have to, like, if I want to work out, I think the best time to take protein is immediately after you work out, right? Is the best time to get protein synthesis, which is what's going to repair your muscles the best.
Right.
So if I have protein afterwards, I'll have one of my shakes. I won't have
Right.
a steak or something.
Something that's easier for your body to break down.
Almost 3 more bites.
There you go. Push through.
Oh, my dumb cat's there.
Uh-oh.
He smells the meat. He's like, "Oh boy, give me some of that."
Your cat's like, hook it up.
Yeah, he is. Come here.
Your cat's
Hey,
like, I haven't eaten in 3 days.
I know, right? Oh, he ain't paying attention. Come here. He's ancient, dude. He's like 15 years old.
That's old for a cat.
Yeah, we got him in Okinawa when he was like 6 months old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that been 2009. Yep. He ain't paying attention. I'll give him some later.
No, just eat
There
it
he is.
all.
Hey,
You'll be all right.
come here. Hey, you. Oh, look at me, you dumb thing. Come here.
Mm.
Get some of that. He said, carnivore month. All right.
Here's the interesting thing. When you get done, or when January's over, I may just keep doing this. I mean,
I've done it.
you can't go wrong eating meat
No, no, not for extended period.
or just in general. I mean, it's so good for you. And of course, there's some people out there who whose bodies can't process animal protein for whatever reason.
I think they can't on the short term because I think they've lived the standard American diet for so long that yeah, when you take the first couple days trying to do that, you're like, it's hard on you. You got about your
I've met people who absolutely their body just cannot handle for whatever reason.
that's weird.
And like their body just doesn't process it the same. So they have to go vegan or whatever.
Yeah,
But
it's too bad.
yeah, well, no, more steaks for us.
No, it's true. Yeah.
More steaks for us.
Okay, dude, I'm stuffed.
You better go back to bed, aren't you?
I could go to work. I gotta go to work. You know, whatever it is, 40 minutes.
What time is it? No, it's 6:30, 6:40.
I leave about 7:15.
That's not bad.
Well, we did it to 81 hours is what I calculated. If
Piece
you
of cake.
if you assume 8 p.m. on Sunday.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
We should do this once a month.
We should actually. I agree with you. So let me put this out there. We have a minute and 46 left. February 2nd,
First of every month.
January 2nd and 3rd. Okay. I'm trying to go to Jennings.
Okay.
Would you be down?
I'll come out and hang out.
No, with the bike.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to see.
Come on, man.
I've got some time.
Yeah, it's you got whatever,
A
28 days.
month.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah,
think about
maybe.
it. Think
I
about it.
will. I'll think about it. I'll see if I can drag Joe down there too, or over there
Yeah.
too.
There you go.
It's
All I'm
only
doing is
it's
I'm
only
gonna break.
2 hours.
Yeah, so you got an easy little trip of it, but I'm gonna try to break the rust off. I gotta set up some things on the bike. And anyway, just the things you need to do that you don't want to do on a race weekend.
Yeah.
And then what is it? Tally is later in the month,
Ooh.
later in February. So I don't know if I'm gonna race that because it's kind of the first round's always meh.
Always rough.
Yeah. But anyway,
You don't want to leave points on the table then either.
that's true. All right, man. Well, we'll talk obviously.
Oh yeah.
That was not fun, but I'll
It
do
was
it
a
again.
blast.
It
It
was
was fun.
sucked.
It was fun. We had
Fine.
a good time.
Fine.
We got the t-shirt. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thanks. We'll see you later.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.